gentlemen, welcome to another episode of The Flank. I'm joined by my friend, my duo, my companion, a staple to the Call of Duty scene. He's got his New York Yankees fucking jersey on today.
Of course, Tom. You know how it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the one and only Benjamin C.
Thanks, Tom. Listen, we got to support the boys. Big game tonight against the Red Sox.
Yeah, bro. The Yankees clinched, and now we go against the rivals, the Red Sox. I'm a Yankees fan, too. For those of you who don't know, I grew up watching the Yankees with my pops and my brother. So, I go crazy. But, Ben, who do you got tonight? The Yankees, of course.
I mean, I think, we're paying Garrett Cole $300 million. These are the games that we signed him up for.
Yeah.
I think our bullpen's in a little bit better form. I think their the Red Sox lineup's a little bit better, but I think our pitching's going to carry tonight.
A lot of people do not like the Yankees in here, but I do. Let's get a Yankees in a fucking day. Listen, guys, we got some other special guests joining us today. We got the one and only Hitch from Optic. Let's get a witch. Hitch Davis. How you doing, Davis?
I'm doing good, man.
Hey,
How's
welcome
Hawaii?
to the show. Oh, Hawaii was beautiful, bro. Have you guys ever been to Hawaii? Have you guys ever been?
Yes.
I've never been.
Oh,
No.
dude, it's insane. Before we talk about it, let's fucking show some love to the guest who's going to be joining us today. This is a special guest for today's episode of The Flank. Just step back from competitive Call of Duty, going into content creation. This guy's a two-time world champ, one of the best SMGs in the game to ever fucking do it. Let's give it up for Apathy.
Hey, what's up, guys? How are we doing today?
Brian, it's an absolute pleasure, Brian, to have you on the show. It's an absolute pleasure.
The pleasure's mine. I'm glad to be here, man.
Hey, Brian, you've been to Hawaii, Brian?
I actually did for my honeymoon, and I loved it, man.
It's beautiful. Nah, bro. Yeah. The water was we went snorkeling. We did sunset cruises. We did a tour of the island. It was the water, bro. I've never seen water that clear before. You know what I'm saying? So it was dope, bro. I had a good time, and it was good to unwind for a little bit because you guys know how it is. Everybody in here, knows how it is when you're on that grind and you're in a rhythm for a few months, You just need some time to just fucking take a step back and relax a little bit. But listen, the reason why we're here today is because my man Apathy having a little bit of a career change. Brian, I mean, to kick things off, you had a hell of a career, bro. I mean, you're a fucking animal. I think a lot of people have you as a top SNG of all time. I just want to get, pick your brain a little bit and just ask you, how you're feeling after the big decision. Because I know for somebody coming from myself, Ben, watch your microphone. I know somebody coming from myself, it's very difficult to have that career change. No, Brian?
Yeah. I mean, it's not something I wanted to do. Like, I wanted to keep competing. Obviously, maybe I didn't have the same drive I did when I was like 18, like some of the youngins kids had, but I still felt like I had gas in the tank. I still felt like I could have performed at the highest level if I just like worked hard and like obviously was like I don't know, just if things just worked out better. So it kind of sucks that I guess it's ending for me, but I mean, it's just a new journey, I guess.
Things aren't ending for you, Brian. Things are just beginning, bro. Things are just beginning, man. You're gonna kill it you've always killed it in content, to be honest. I mean, you can't do content during the season, but every time in the off season you go rogue in content, you always do well. So just imagine what you're able to do in 2 months, and just translate that into 1, 2, 3 years. Imagine what you can do. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna fucking kill it, bro. But I know, was it difficult? Obviously, it must have been very difficult, right, to come down and make the decision, right, to pull the Band-Aid off. I know you just really wanted to play. Yeah. And it's difficult now to play, bro. Yeah. It's difficult now to get on teams and stuff, no? Like, there's just a lot of competition, and you know how it is, Brian. It's a fucking mess in the offseason, no?
Yeah. No, it was definitely really difficult. And I remember, like, I've been kind of preparing for this for, like, a couple weeks now. Like, I've known, like, you kind of know what the teams are, forming and like who's on who. And like, you kind of, in the background, you kind of have an idea like, oh, like rosters are full or you're not getting picked up or like it's looking chalked for you. So a couple of weeks now, I've been like kind of realizing like, yeah, it's probably over. Like, I'm probably going to retire because I don't want to play challengers. Yeah. And it didn't like until the day that I tweeted it out and made it official. It just hit me like a truck, man. Like emotionally, like I was like, God damn, like, I don't know, like a part of me just felt overwhelmed, I guess. Like, it's like really over. Like, this has been my life and like my passion for like half of my literally like lifetime.
Yeah, bro. I mean, you've just been doing it for so long. Like, it's just a big change in your lifestyle and what you're about to do next. Because I was the same way, and not to try and make it about me. It's just I just feel like I can relate to you right now. Yeah, of course. To be honest, I just feel like hearing you talk and hearing where your mindset is emotionally, bro, I know exactly where you're coming from because you just love the game, Brian. You know, you just love the game, and that's all it comes down from. But you got to be excited for the content, no? Because I feel like going content full time is also another journey of its own, and I think you're gonna kill it. Like, how are you feeling going into the content side of things?
Well, you know, I have some confidence, and like you said, like during off season, and like I've been making content for a long time, a little inconsistent during seasons, but it's been fun. I love it so much, and I see a lot of like support, and I've seen like the somewhat success, like a little peek at it. So, I mean, I'm just excited to start this new journey, and I feel like there is a lot of potential, and I really feel like I can make something big out of this, and I love it. Like I've always been a fan of it.
100%, bro. 100%. And speaking of content, we have Davis in here. Davis, what would you say to Apathy going into the content game? Being someone like you with Team Summertime, you got Blake and George. You guys been doing a lot of shit over there. What would you say to Apathy going into full-time content? What's some advice?
If I'm not giving Apathy, first of all, I haven't said this personally, but congratulations on such an incredible career, bro. I was watching you when I was working at Walgreens, spinning around on top Sovereign, just shitting on people constantly, and you've been doing it ever since I've been watching competitive COD. So you've had an insane career, man.
Something I really appreciate that, man.
You really have top SMG all the time, Brian. You know that, right? Top 5.
Thank you, brother.
You know what I'm saying? 2 rings. How many championships you end off with?
I think 7.
7
a
championships,
lot of second places.
2 rings, bro. You had an amazing career, bro. Incredible career. So, you know, now you just look on to the future and look on to bigger and better things. But, Ben, let's get you involved a little bit. What are you doing? Watching a fucking Yankee game over there? What the fuck?
No, you can just take this up for another hour. I guess I have a question for you, App. Like, speaking of the rings, you know, outside of those 2 COD champs ring, what was your favorite moment as a pro player in Call of Duty?
Aside from the rings, I guess I have like 2, but I feel like this one I feel like it was more important for me. Like in Black Ops 3, when I failed to qualify for season 1 and season 2 playoffs, and then obviously like I was a grinder. I grinded my ass off all year long. I was like a top, you know, challengers or whatever, like kind of the underrated player. And then obviously after I qualified for season 2, I was able to get on the envy spot, which was like, I barely got on that team. Like they were looking at Nato, things kind of fell apart with that. And like I was the next option, and I was able to grab a spot. And then, you know, from all of that, you know, we get top 8, I think, with the first event together. Also, it was like full-time school still. And then we win like the season 2 playoffs, like to bounce back like that. And like all the hard work I put in, like obviously it was like, then after that we win champs, I think, or sometime after that, after Orlando. But like I think that moment was like, just to bounce back from that year was incredible to me, and it was like definitely really rewarding.
Well, that was the first year, right? Because COD champs and AW was in the middle. That had been the first year where COD champs was at the end of the season, correct?
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
So it's just getting that apex moment after. That season had a weird structure too, with the qualifiers in December, and there weren't as many events as past years. But yeah, I mean, you guys definitely kind of came together at the end with both those back-to-back wins. I think that was exciting to watch.
Yeah, and Brian, I heard that you said in your announcement video, well, LAG actually, I mean, you got picked up by LAG as a content creator. How did that come to where it is now? What did you talk to LAG after you took a step back and they wanted to get you involved on the content side of things? Because I know a lot of these franchise organizations now really want to build their content teams. You know, it's really important for them to try and get some people to represent them and build content. Like, content is everything. You know what I'm saying? So how did that come around? And tell me a little bit about what the off season was like. Like, who are you talking to? Like, what teams are you trying to get on? Like, how did it all come down to this? You know?
Okay, well, first of all, as soon as we didn't make champs, and you know we had the, you know, what was the last stage 5 or whatever.
Yeah.
As soon as we lost, I took a flight next day home. Immediately started streaming, just grinding the stream, you know, off season. A part of me felt like, you know, I was chalked. So I kind of wanted to get a head start, see how it kind of plays out, you know, see if I could potentially do it full time and like pursue it, because that's something I wanted to do next if it did end up being chalked. I didn't really contact many teams. I was just kind of grinding the stream mainly in the off season, trying to produce some good content, have fun with it, kind of just like take it one day at a time and just enjoy what I'm doing. And I just, you know, in the sidelines, you hear like, oh, this team has these players, you know, you talk to some people, you kind of know what's going on. So I realized that a lot of teams are filling up. I'm like, all right, this team is chalked, this team is chalked. Then I realized like, oh, maybe I just like 1 or 2 teams left. And then like I realized like it's probably over for me. So I kind of just grinded the content. It was going pretty well. And then in the back of my head, I'm like, if I do go full time, like I want to work with an organization. And I feel like I really love LEG. They treated me so well. And I love the people there. So I like my next step was to actually hit them up and talk about it a little bit, especially with finding a little success in the stream. And yeah, I mean, that was a plan. And out of nowhere, my guy Alex from LAG, he hit me up, and he was actually the one that brought it to me and talked about like offering me to be a content creator for the team like a month into the off season. And then that's awesome. Kind of where we just worked with it. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad that you found a home, for the content side of things, because it's nice to be a part of an organization, be a part of something bigger and better. Like I always think that's really cool. But I do wish you the best of luck with the content, even though I don't think you need it, bro. I think you're gonna fucking kill it. You were telling I heard you say in the video, the announcement video, that you're being a content creator, that you want to stay in COD a little bit. I think that's good, man. I think somebody like you, who's been so successful in the COD scene, should stay in COD. You know what I'm saying? I think you should do things around COD. Are you just gonna stick to Warzone for now? Try and play a lot of that, a lot of Rebirth, a lot of Warzone? Or are you gonna try and mix it up, play different games? Like, where's your mind at going into content?
I mean, like you said, Call of Duty, Warzone. You got Vanguard coming up. I'm definitely gonna play some of that. Yeah, like change it up. Go some pub stomping. Maybe play something. I don't know, S&D. I don't really know, but yeah, I mean, just stay kind of in the Call of Duty scene and kind of focus more on Warzone, I guess. But once Vanguard comes out, like until the new map comes out, I'm not really gonna be like crazy on Warzone yet.
Yeah,
you're gonna grind like tournaments, or you're just gonna play like casual?
Yeah, I definitely want to do the tournaments are very interesting in Warzone. You guys know, like it's a little RNG. There's different rules every single tournament. Like it's all over the place. So I don't really have people to grind with either. Like I'm different teammates every tournament, but I definitely want to dabble with that because I want to still play something competitive. Like I don't just want to pub stomp every day, I want to get like still in the little competitive side of things. And if I'm grinding the game, I know I can hang with the people. So
yeah,
I definitely want to dabble in some tournaments.
You should. I mean, bro, you could definitely win Warzone tournaments for sure. I mean, a player your caliber, you just need to. I mean, bro, for me and just for everybody playing Warzone, I just feel like if you give a pro player enough time to just grind it out, like they're gonna be really fucking good at it. You know what I'm 100%. Saying? It is how it is. Speaking of the new Vanguard and stuff, the new Warzone's dropping. I know a lot of people keep saying Larzone, fucking Warzone's a big L. I was just playing Warzone with Scump, Zanine Lamar, and out of Vibey squad, but out of 6 games, we got 5 hackers. Like it was just so bad right now. Like it was just so hard to play. So I'm gonna be honest, like I'm excited for the new Warzone because I do think it needs to be updated a little bit. We've been playing on the same map for a really long time now, so I think people are just getting bored of it. And then plus with all the hackers and stuff, I'm hoping that we can finally just crack down on a lot of these hackers, bro, and try and figure this shit out. Cause I'm gonna be honest, bro, I be losing composure, Brian. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a vibe killer.
I definitely lose it. I lose my fucking mind. But speaking of Vanguard, how do you think about Vanguard? You like it? Do you think it's gonna be a good game? I mean, I know we only play like a beta type shit, but I'm excited for the new COD. I always am. I heard that league play is gonna be coming in, or ranked play, or that's the rumor, right? That the World War II ranked play system's coming in.
Yeah, some people data mine the beta. Saw that there's some
nerds, bro. Nerds.
People do that like every beta.
That's crazy.
Trying to find the levels, trying to find all the guns that aren't in the beta. But yeah, go ahead, Tom. I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, you didn't cut me off. I was just saying I want to get your guys' opinions on Vanguard. Davis, I know you played it a little bit. I'm sure you played it. I played it a bit. Yeah. I actually like it. I think it's pretty cool. The time to kill is really fucking fast.
Yeah, the issue with World War II's rank system is apparently it was the best rank system in COD history, but nobody played that fucking game. So this year, I mean, with it on PC, cross-plat, you've got people that have been begging for a ranked play pretty much in any arena shooter. I mean, Halo's coming out, and this is a perfect game to play in the meantime for people that want to grind that. So I'm sure you're going to see some of the big names. I'm sure you're going to see Doc, maybe Nick Merckx, like people like that are playing a ranked arena shooter. I mean, the possibilities are endless, but I'm not trying to get my hopes up too much, but I didn't play. Yeah, you can't.
But I think you made a good point, Davis, which is like hopefully Halo being in the mix coming out in Q4, maybe we get a ranked play sooner because they feel the heat in the competition. Halo's always had that as a bread and butter piece of their matchmaking system to levels, and hopefully on the COD side they feel like they need to bite into that audience a little bit quicker instead of waiting until after the new year to roll it out.
If you guys had to give it a 1 to 10, 10 being the best, what would you give it? Davis, I'll start with you.
For Vanguard?
Yeah, for Vanguard. As of right now, I know it's early and we still have a lot more to see, and more maps, more guns, a whole bunch of bullshit. But as of right now,
I'll answer it as the beta. I gave it like a 8.5. I think it was one of the most fun Call of Duty betas that I've ever played. I think.
Yeah, I agree. But Apathy, what do you think?
It's funny you say that because I feel like an 8.5 too.
Oh, interesting. We got a couple 8.5s. Ben, I heard you were frying. Which means the game must be easy as fuck if you're frying.
Okay, dude, here we go.
Because you were dirt shit at COD. No, I'm just playing. But Ben, I heard you were popping off. Do you like it?
Yeah. I agree with the assessment of an 8. In terms of, I've played quite a few COD betas now since they've been rolling out over the years, and I felt like this one was pretty polished. The gameplay felt good. The movement felt good on PC. I thought it played great performance-wise. I'm excited to see the final game. I like that the SMGs feel really viable and fun to play. I feel like sometimes pubs get really annoying when ARs or LMGs are just out there holding power positions. You can't do much in a running gun play style. So yeah, I had fun in the beta kind of playing with a sub.
Bro, I mean, I'm going to be honest. All the guns are fucking good in that shit.
Yeah.
The ARs are really good. The subs are really good. I like that all the guns are good just because I feel like a lot of different guns are going to be used. I think the main thing for me is the maps. When the game drops, let's see what kind of maps we get. I think everybody wants
the maps.
Always,
Yeah.
because... Go ahead, Brian.
What do you think about the movement? When you're comparing to MW, how did it feel for you?
I like it, to be honest. I personally think MW Vanguard movement, that type of movement system is the smoothest. I feel like it feels the smoothest. It felt
really smooth on it was like they changed it a little bit, but the game felt smoother and cleaner. I don't know what it was.
No, it's smoother for sure. Go ahead, Davis.
I feel like the MW movement, it just seems like, if you've never watched it before, it just seems like everybody's tripping all the time because of that slide cancel so fast. You know what I mean? It's bop, bop, bop. And this one, it seems like you have to wait a little bit and then you can slide a little longer. At least whenever you watch people that
there was a setting
really good.
That I think Doug showed me that you can it makes a slide canceling basically the same like MW.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was actually crazy.
No, well, never mind.
It's a setting?
Yeah, it was like a setting, toggle off something jump, auto mantle.
Yeah.
You toggle off something like that, and it's something with a mantle, and you can just do the slide cancel fast like you do in MW, which is I don't know, it's weird.
That's interesting. I didn't even hear about that. I didn't hear about that at all. But I definitely think the movement system and that shit. And then there's also the auto tack sprint. Are people using that now? Are pro players? Ben, what do you think? Do you think pros are going to start using ATS now?
Well, think about some of these rumored teams and the spread, and we all know how the politics work. So
the politics. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by politics?
You know how the stuff gets negotiated behind the scenes. Who kind of stirs the pot? Who usually goes with the crowd? If there was a year with the way that talent split on different teams, I could see auto tack sprint sticking this here in Call of Duty.
I feel like they should. I think they should too. I don't like getting rid of the movement shit. I know the argument behind it where it minimizes the skill gap and shit like that. But at the same time, if you give a really skilled player auto tack sprint, they're even more cracked. They're even you know what I'm saying? I still think there's a skill gap, and then plus the hands, right? I just feel like it's just better for the controllers. Hands. Yeah, it's just better, bro. It's just better. We'll see. We'll see how it all forms, because I know there's gonna be GAs and gentlemen. There always is. There's always GAs and shit that people want out. So we'll see how it all plays out, But I'm really excited for it. I think for me, I'm gonna give Vanguard an 8. I liked it. I enjoyed it. It's a beta, so I want to see a little bit more of it. But I'm really excited to have it drop. I'm pretty sure we're all gonna be grinding that shit. So once Vanguard comes out, expect every single person in here to be streaming and to be grinding, man. You'll probably see Davis horking fucking throwing knives across the map and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely doing that. I'm excited, I'm excited for that.
Wait, bro,
that clip you hit
is just crazy.
Yes, that clip. Dude, I try to do it on Warzone every day. Just randomly throw one up in the air, dude. That shit was absurd.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
I don't know how you guys are always doing crazy shit, bro. Always.
It's honestly a little bit of a facade, because we all three do go for that stuff probably 20 times each a day, and there's 3 of us. So the odds that one of us hits something like that at least one time a week, that's why it seems like we're always on the timeline, because it's just odds, really. But I mean, if you guys want to keep gassing us, you can. I mean,
it's so fucking awesome.
Listen, man. I mean, listen, with Vanguard coming out and everything, they're. I know the off season's been a little slow. A lot of people are like, "Where's the flank? You don't grind anymore. This and that." Well, here's the problem. There's nothing to fucking talk about. You know, we've been talking about all the rumors. It's been very slow, been very minimal announcements. But something I do want to talk about is the Loony announcement. You saw that the Minnesota Rocker added Loony to their coaching staff, which I thought was very interesting, man, because they're just adding to their coaching staff, correct, Ben? They're just adding more because they're not replacing Brian Saint or anybody. Was it Reppin who's taking a step back?
Yeah, I mean, so Jake Reppin, I think now he's taken a pretty senior role in that org in terms of overall strategy and sort of operations on that front. So there's sort of a gap there, and they like that tandem coaching staff. So I think Dan, aka Looney, is like a good fit. I think him and Brian will complement each other pretty well. And, you know, you and I have talked highly of this Minnesota team, and I think adding Looney in the mix to help them, I think add more, how do I put it? I think to really refine their hardpoint game, because that was at times where they struggled last season. You know, Dan's got a great mastery of how to play that game mode. You know, probably the most consistent way to really manipulate spawns, pinch from all sides, play that fun style COD. I think if they embrace that and they can get through to them, I think, again, we'll see Minnesota there or thereabouts at the end of the season.
Yeah, I mean, Minnesota's one of their teams where the talent won't be an issue. You know what I'm saying? And they did get an event when they looked great at the end of Cold War. They really did. They were a good team. I think there were kind of rumors of maybe them changing their roster a little bit, but I'm happy to see them stick together because they ended the year so strong. They got top 3 at champs, right? Top 3 at champs, and they won the event prior to that. So it's not a bad last couple events for the Minnesota Rockers. So I'm excited to see what they do. I think Looney's going to bring a lot to that team. I'm just surprised that Looney didn't go to one of these teams that desperately need a coach. You know what I'm saying? Because Minnesota doesn't need a coach. They had a coach already. Adding Looney to that's fantastic. It's great. I think they're killing it. But it was just weird to me to see Looney end up at Minnesota Rocker. I thought Looney was going to have every fucking franchise team in his DMs. And probably, you know what I'm saying? Because there's no coaches, Brian. There's no coaches.
Yeah, there really isn't. Yeah, I think Looney is incredible, bro.
Yeah, he's a smart player. And one thing about Dan is he's going to tell you straight. He's going to tell you exactly how it is. Help a lot. Yeah, he's just good to have. I mean, do you think teams might have fumbled the bag here, Ben?
I mean, I haven't talked to Looney at all to kind of see sort of how that played out. I would be shocked if Minnesota was the only team that was reaching out for his services, and would love to know from Dan's perspective, like, did it come down to salary? Did it come down to the players and the team and sort of the culture fit? But I like this. I like him paired with Priesta and Attach and Major Maniac and Sandy. Those are guys that I think have amazing work ethics. They're always looking for the nerdy stuff. They were a fantastic S&D team last year, had a really deep book of strats, and I think that'll work really well with sort of how Looney approaches COD. I think it's a great fit on his side for choosing that team.
Yeah, we'll see how it all plays out. I think regardless, they have every piece to succeed. I think they have every piece to succeed. It's going to come up to them. And I think, Ben, going back to what you thought it was, salary, roster, whatever, I think it's a little bit of everything. You know, at the end of the day, Ben, watch your fucking microphone. Why don't you always fucking...
No.
I hate every fucking car driving by. You know what I'm saying? But listen...
Well, there's a motorcycle going by, brother. I don't know what you want me to do about that.
Listen, I think
my windows are like paper thin for some ungodly reason, but go ahead.
What are you going to do? But I think, you know, for Dan, I'm excited for him, and I'm excited to see what they do moving forward. But I think it was everything, Ben. I think it's the roster, it's the salary. I think for somebody that's in Dan's position, the best thing you can do is take every offer from every franchise team, put them down on the table in front of you, and make a decision based on everything. Look at the roster. Look at what they're offering you. Look at what they bring to the table. Look at all the red lines, right? Look at all the small details in the contract, and just overall see what's the best fit for you and where you see yourself at. So Dan made a decision. Would love to have him on the show. If he's in the chat or anybody sees him, let me know. We'll get him on. But I'm sure Dan loves coming on the show, so one day we'll definitely get him on the show and get his opinions a little bit. But let's move on, because I want to talk about the Surge roster a little bit. The Seattle Surge released that their roster is Accuracy, Mac, Sib, and Pred. I think it's a pretty good roster on paper. I think they have a lot of talent. Like, I think Mac and Sib have always been that duo with chemistry. They go way back. You know, I'm a big fan of Sib. I think he's really talented. Same with Mac. That's my son. I was disappointed to see New York let go of Asim and Mac. I didn't want them to go anywhere. So to see Mac end up on another team, I'm happy for him because I'm glad he found another spot. But what do you think about that team, Ben? You think that team's going to work?
I think it's an interesting team. You know, a lot of teams, a lot of these rumored teams, and some have been announced, some have not been announced. A lot of teams got better. On the Seattle side, I really like the roster construction idea here. I think it makes a lot more sense than some of their past rosters. I think pairing Lamar, aka Accuracy, with a bunch of young players, and he can kind of get through to them and sort of teach them how to play with more structure, and they have still to fall back on the dynamicism of some of those players. Like, I really like the thought process there. Will it work? I think that's a question. You've got some interesting personalities on that team. You and I have joked a lot about Dante here on the show in the past.
Yeah.
I think he's a great guy, but, you know, he's got kind of a expressive personality. But, you know, Accuracy is team of players like that, and he's won chips with guys like that. So if anyone's going to figure out how to get these guys to overperform and finally put a Seattle team together that's consistently competitive throughout the year, I could see this roster doing it. It's going to be tough, though. A lot of teams got better. And I think the middle of the pack is going to be just as tough as last year, if not tougher. So we'll see if they can break through.
Yeah, I think the thing for me is you look at the team on paper and you think, wow, it's a great team. It really is. They have all the right pieces. But then you look at all the other teams on paper, and it just goes to show how much competition really is out there because, bro, these teams are stacked now. Like, teams are getting fucking stacked up. And even with teams being stacked up, there's still people on the sidelines that can easily be picked up that are good too. You know what I'm saying? But Brian's giggling because, Brian, you could easily be in there too. You know, there's a lot of talent that's not in the league. So, you know, I think it's a good team. But, Brian, what do you think of the team? Davis, what do you guys think? You think it's a good roster on paper?
I got to be honest, I've never seen Pred play, so I'm very excited.
Me too.
Because that's the Australian guy, right?
Yep, he's Australian.
Yeah.
I heard great things about him too. I heard he's a fucking animal.
I love shit like that. I love seeing people from other, you know, people that we're not used to, and like whenever the EU guys started kicking ass, I was like, hell yeah, finally. It took them 10 years, but you know, they started getting good.
Yeah.
I'm excited to watch him.
I like Lamar. Obviously, I teamed with Lamar for a while. I like his work ethic. I like the way he approaches the game. I think he's going to help them, you know, improve a lot. And he has like this young roster with a lot of talent. I can easily see them, you know, doing really well, especially with Lamar's work ethic. And as long as they're all on the same page and grinding. Like you said, Del, there's a lot of good teams this season. There's a lot of good players like on these teams. But it's going to be interesting. I think it's a team with like a lot of potential, but let's see what happens. Let's see if they really can put it together.
Yeah, we'll see what ends up happening. I love seeing new players, like new faces come in. It's just cool to see how people are able to make a name for themselves, like not really in the scene. Like, I don't even know where this Pred guy came from. Like, I have no idea.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I'm guessing he was playing.
He's been frying for
He's been
year
frying.
plus in challengers. He's had a lot of. I remember like a little bit last year. Like, there was a lot of momentum when he joined the Renegades team. People saying he was next up, that he was playing well. And he wasn't like of age, I believe, right? He's like 20, so he wasn't of age during kind of when the CWL year. So, you know, you and I always love teams taking a chance on young talent. And let's see what he's got. You know, excited to see if he can ball out. We've seen some rookies ball out this year.
Yeah, I think he's going to have a good year. I'm excited to see him play. A lot of hype around him. He reminds me a little bit of Hydra, just the way he's coming in. Nobody really knows much of him, but people talk very highly of him. And Hydra didn't really disappoint. That guy's a fucking animal.
Dude,
and I think people really saw that. He's good, bro. He's really good. I remember when we first got Hydra, I used to sit in scrims and just watch the kid play. I would just keep his POV up. And, I mean, the guy moves differently. You know, he's a fucking animal. So I'm excited for the kid. I'm excited for Pred. I want to see what he can do. And then plus, I'm really excited to see what the fuck's going on with all these other rosters. Because sure, we do have a lot of rumors, a lot of stuff floating around. People saw a picture of fucking Shotzzy in the back of the eavesdrop. Everybody was flipping out about that. Davis, do you know anything about that? Or no?
That's Mario. That wasn't in Shotzzy.
Oh, that was Mario? Oh, see, you guys are all fucking wrong. You guys are all wrong. You guys are that wasn't even him. You know what I'm saying?
That's Hex's childhood friend Mario.
Oh yeah, see, you guys are you're not seeing it right, chat. That's not Shotzzy, you morons. It's fucking Mario. How you doing? And then fucking the new spot coming in. Rumors of DC maybe coming in. I don't really know what's going on with that. And plus Paris, right? What's Paris doing? Ben, what would you do with the roster? If you're if you're a new team coming in, need to make a team. If you're Paris and you're looking at some of the people that's left. like what would you do? Where would your head be at? Would you be looking at challengers? Are you gonna try and pick up Wester? Is that what you're trying to do?
Well, we've talked about that at length on this show, and I won't be surprised if a team does that. I think it's,
Wait, hold on. Sorry. Paris
Yeah.
doesn't have a team?
They haven't announced anything
they
yet.
haven't
They haven't announced anything yet.
And behind the scenes,
Oh,
there's talk.
shit.
When I'm talking to people behind the scenes, I've heard 4 different rosters. And every player that I talk to says, yeah, they told me that they're looking at me, but they said the same thing to 10 other guys. So they have a lot of rosters that they're looking at. Obviously, I'm not going to sit here and just state every roster. There's a bunch of rosters, a bunch of different people. And I have no idea where their head's at. I have no idea. I don't know what they're going to do. They're probably going to pay everybody the minimum again. I feel like they're taking the same strategy they took last year, where they're going to wait till everybody signs and stuff. Then from whoever's left, they're going to give them all a minimum and try and build a team. What do you guys think about that strategy? Because I think it's dirt shit.
Yeah, it's an awful strategy.
I think it's risky. I mean, if you're trying to build a competitive team and you're taking it from scraps and people don't really have the chemistry, it's tough. Would rather see them do the approach of, either build or take from an existing challengers team or get some hungry amateurs and then build up from there. And look, if that team doesn't work, you'll know that players will surface throughout the season. You can make changes at that point. And you might, at the end of the season, have a more competitive team instead of what they've done in the past, which is put a lot of veterans together and just hope the chemistry works.
Yeah, I just don't like the strategy, man. I think they need to pick a player. Like, I feel like they need to give the bag to somebody early, get a really good player on their team and build around them. Because a good player draws more good players. But instead, they're just kind of going with the, we'll build a team based off the scraps, give them the minimum. Maybe they'll save some money, but I don't think they're going to see results. Like, I really don't.
Yeah, that's horrible.
I just think it's horrible, bro. I think it's horrible. I'm curious to see what they end up coming out with. Also, it might benefit them. And Ben, correct me if I'm wrong, but if they don't sign anybody for the next month or two, they might be able to save money, right? Because if they get people on contract early, do they have to pay all those people? Like, are they waiting because they're trying to save money? Because they will save money by doing that. They will.
I guess technically that's correct. I mean, if your goal is to win, I don't know if that kind of balances out with that thought process. But clearly this has been their strategy, that they're waiting to see what they can get on the discount bin, so to speak, instead of kind of being with sort of the big players and splashing that cash. Just again, curious to see if they go with veterans or if they go with amateur players.
Yeah, we'll see. And then go ahead, Brian. Go ahead.
Real quick.
Go ahead.
I think one is really risky, like you said, Ben. It's obviously like a high risk potential reward. I've been a part of a lot of scrappy teams. I've been there with start of the year looking for scraps, kind of getting the last players like World War II, EG, when it was like me, Pat, Nameless, and Ian and Abel. Like that was kind of like a scrappy team that was just put together. And it just never really works well, to be honest. It's very hard to do well like that. Obviously, you have like a lot of the good teams like filled up and a lot of the the best players like taken already. But it could be like a rocky start, and if they make moves early and like start swapping players out and like really like being on top of it, then it could turn out to be a good roster, I guess, like going into the season. But yeah, definitely like you said, Tom, it's
a bold
not
strategy.
the best idea.
It's a bold strategy. Let's see if it plays out for him. But I wish them the best of luck. I'm excited to see some of these rosters get announced, and we can finally move this offseason a little bit, because it's been super dragged out. There hasn't been much to talk about. But before we go into some questions, there's a couple more things that I want to talk about. One being Neptune and Awakening beef. People were telling me a little bit about this. Apparently, Neptune was saying that Awakening wasn't the best teammate. So maybe a little internal beef there, Ben.
So I kind of
what happened
this apparently was discussed on stream, and so
it was.
I do the thing where I ask around, try and see what people in the league are saying, and I think like the sense with this whole situation comes down to this whole work ethic conversation we've had, different pieces, and I think on Neptune's side, he just feels like his rumored ex teammate at this point just wasn't really focused on what's best for the team and more focused on what's best for me. And that divide has killed a lot of teams in the past. So, it's not surprising. We've seen that issue crop up on numerous teams. That happens every year. I think it's a learning experience for everyone, especially for someone like Big Wake. You've got to understand that as disgusting as you are at Call of Duty, it's about the team and it's not about you. And, if he's kind of on that me only wave, it's going to be hard for him to recruit and get better teammates to play with. If he's going to have that selfish play style.
Illy Kirsch said in the chat that Illy said on stream that ever since he got a girlfriend, he fell off. That's fucking rough, bro. What the fuck? Hey, these guys are fucking ripping Wake a new one. You know, which for me is weird. I thought Awakening was like such a fucking star player. I thought everybody wanted to play with him, but maybe there was just some internal beef, bro. You know, and people are just throwing out fucking disses. But I think it's gonna add some cool storylines going into next year. I'm guessing that Awakening is gonna be staying where he is. No, I'm guessing that Florida's looking to keep him and maybe build a team around him. What do you think, Ben?
I would assume so. And look, Big Wake's young, man. Like I think Neptune's probably competed longer than Big Wake has at this point.
Well, he was in Halo. He was in fucking Halo.
Yeah.
So I think he's been around the block a little bit more. And this is a learning lesson for Big Wake. At the end of the day, like he had a lot of hype when he came in as a pro, and he had those crazy performances in Modern Warfare, in Modern Warfare. And then this year he was good, but then we went to LAN. You know, the performances weren't there. He's got to take that as a lesson. It's like, you know, what can I do to improve my individual game, get more consistent? But I also got to focus on setting up my teammates.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah, no, it's a team game.
It's way easier to be on a team and you're dropping 105s and we're winning every match than playing around myself and dropping 1.15s, but my teammates are struggling because I'm taking all the power positions and I'm front baiting or back baiting my teammates. Like, you just got to figure out the system a little bit better. But I have a feeling that Florida will get to the bottom of that. They've got some solid organizational pieces. They made some coaching moves as well this year. It seems like they're giving Wallet a bigger role. So I have a sense that they're going to try and kind of improve that camp a little bit.
Yeah, and you also got to think about Vanguard a little bit and the play styles and kind of how the game plays. It reminds me of MW a lot, to be honest, with the fast time to kill, the movement, stuff like that. Like, I think Awakening is going to be a really good player. Speaking of Neptune a little bit, coming from Halo, the new Halo's dropping. Have you guys played it at all? Davis, you've played it a little bit, right?
I played it a little bit, yeah. I mean, I've always, throughout my entire life, sucked at Halo. So I can't really tell if it's good or bad. I just know that I still continue to suck at Halo. But it seems like Blake and George really liked it. Nick played it for Maniac played it for a while. He used to be pro, so everybody's pretty excited, about
I saw Formo was talking about ready to jump back into Halo.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
100%. They're 100% going to that Raleigh event in December.
Yeah, Brian, Formo was talking about it on the podcast, how he's thinking about playing. You know what I'm saying? I think he was like, there's got to be people. He was telling teams to drop their fucking teammates for him. That's what he was saying. I was fucking crying.
He's trying to have fun with it, like.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I guess he's gonna try and have fun with it and see where it goes. Because if he goes and has fun with it, like I feel like Halo, like just fits Formo like so well.
Yeah, it's also refreshing. I think when you compete for so long in one game. You get to go play a whole nother game. It's like new and it's like refreshing. You just kind of like revives your motivation and your drive a little bit.
No, 100%. I think Shotzzy too. He's been playing Halo a little bit, and I saw that Halo or somebody tweeted out like a scoreboard, and Shotzzy was #1 on like the Halo dropped in #1. I forget what it was.
Yeah. Like kills or something.
Yeah, like in kills or damage or some shit. Like that guy's just super talented, bro. Like it doesn't matter what game he's playing. He's always up there. The stats. But I'm excited to see the new Halo. I know a lot of people are really excited for it. Like, I think Halo competitive coming back is super exciting. I think Halo had a lot of great memories, a lot of cool highlights, a lot of great times. So I'm excited to see that game come back into the mix. And then with the new Warzone coming out, you think that's going to kill COD or what?
Kill COD? In what way?
You saying Halo kill COD?
No, the new Warzone. You think the new Warzone might kill COD? Because that's some of the talk.
They both always exist with overlapping audiences. Like, the new map will obviously take some thunder away from the Vanguard release, but there's a little bit for everybody, and people double dip in both games. We'll see a lot of CDL players do their scrims, stream some CDL related content, and then late night they'll get on Warzone, or maybe they'll take off days and play some Warzone tournaments. We had the same thing happen last year, Tom.
Yeah, I don't know, with the new Warzone coming out and rumors that maybe having a lot of competitions and it doing more customs, and you see so many players now, or so many people that are doing content creation announcing that they're professional Warzone players, like franchises are signing players. I just feel like something's happening over there on the Warzone side of things. We'll see.
It's gonna be big.
It's gonna be big. It's gonna be really big, and I think it's gonna be really exciting to watch. And I think because of how big Warzone is, it's gonna do very well. I find it interesting. I want to see what ends up happening once it's finally dropped, and kind of how it affects the viewership and stuff like that. But before we hop into some questions from the chat, I want to talk a little bit about that CELY girl. Who the heck is this girl? Why is everybody saying she's cheating? Davis, I wanted to get your input because I saw you tweeting about it. Is she just shitting on everybody, Davis, and people are all up in arms?
I so like I said, I threw a tournament last year, and I always invite like Pomage and like creators, and he was like, yeah, this is my team. It was like him, Scummin, and CELY and someone else. And I was like, okay, I didn't even know it was a girl. And then no one cared about like I had like Simp and Dashy teaming together, and like a Beezy, and like people were in it. Nobody cared about them. Everyone was quote tweeting and talking about CELY, and I didn't know who that was.
Yeah.
And like some people were like, she's a keyboarder 100%. Some people were like, she uses hack. Some people were like, she's a strike pack or what. I didn't even know what a strike pack was back then. And so I was like, okay, I guess this person's cheating. But then, you know, nothing. I mean, I wasn't worried about it because, you know, eventually Pomage and the content creators are going to run up against pro players, and it doesn't matter what you have on your, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's the first time I had heard of her. But one thing that I will say is like that there have been females in NA that have like tried to, you know, compete, or they, you know, they go to events and play.
Yeah.
But it's not like I haven't seen many. I will say I haven't seen many NA girls put in those 8 to 10 hour days.
Yeah.
To like put in scrims, but there are some EU girls that are low key disgusting. They team with 3 dudes. They you know, they take it as serious as they can, and they're fucking nasty. And I think she falls under that. I think she falls under that category. I think
she does. I mean, hey, listen, I watched because a lot of people were talking about her. So when I came back like early today on stream, we were watching back some of her VODs, and to me, I mean, she has a hand cam, she has everything. She just looks good, bro. She just looks good. You know what I'm saying? I hope that she keeps on grinding, you know, see where COD takes her. But I think it's cool that a lot of people are talking about her name. You know, she's clearly doing something. Now, if she's cheating, I have no idea. But I'm not going to accuse her or anything. I'm not going to call her a cheater because I watched her back, and it didn't look like she was cheating. She was just good. One thing you can always tell about a Call of Duty player is their movement. Like if their movement is on point. Is usually a good indicator of how good they actually are. And her movement's really good. She has a good shot. Like she has good awareness, good comms. Like, bro, she was pretty good. So I'm curious to see if we see her name a little bit. The only thing with her is she's been playing Black Ops 4 for 4 years. You know what I'm saying? Or 3 years. Like
that's what I heard. But didn't she? I think I saw somewhere that she like dominated the Cold War scene too, for like the beginning of the Cold War scene.
Huh.
That's what I mean. I don't know. I mean, I don't keep up with the EU challengers like, you know, amateur scene as much, but I heard there's some like I heard that she at least tried.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of Warzone girls that are good too.
Isn't there go ahead, Davis. Go ahead.
Sorry, for especially for girls that are starting to get into multiplayer COD, I think they need to, if you know you're good and you know you like have a passion for it, you need to just start busting out content because especially these franchises, bro, they're looking that they're gonna sign them. You know what I mean? They're gonna sign them like if they're good and they can make good content and they can, you know, contribute to the content that's already being made for these like franchised Call of Duty orgs. They're high on that priority list.
Yeah, for sure.
If she's not cheating, I'd tell her to keep fucking streaming, keep making videos, keep putting out clips of her like shitting on Ellie and shit. Like just do that.
Apparently she's NA. Apparently she's not EU, Davis. Apparently she's an NA.
Well, I didn't know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anybody really knows where the heck. I mean, I never know where people come from. They come out of the fucking bushes, and I'm not talking about Adam Sloss. You know what I'm saying? Fucking, my bad.
What is wrong with you?
I'm sorry. Tony says it all the time. Now I'm just in a habit of saying it. You know what I'm saying? But listen, man, we're gonna go to the chat. I want to go to you guys. You guys can ask any of the questions you want, man. We have Davis in here, Apathy, who's going into content creation. We got Ben. You guys haven't heard from Ben in a while. So if you guys have any questions that you want answered, let us know. I see somebody in the chat asking about Vivid, kind of what's going on with him. I'm guessing Vivid has to be talking to Paris and maybe that other open spot that people are talking about. No, Ben?
Yeah, I would assume Reese is in the mix. So hopefully when we get some updated rumors from Crown or someone else, we see what's going on with him because it's been a little quiet.
I just feel like somebody like Vivid was just playing so well. Like, why is he being slept on so hard? Like, why is nobody trying to pick this guy up? Because he was frying with Dallas. He was like one of their best players, was he not? At least statistically. And watching them play, he was always a playmaker, always making plays. So it just goes to show you how limited these spots are. Because if he doesn't get on a team, that's mind-blowing stuff to me. You know?
That's very mind-blowing, yeah.
I don't know. We'll see what ends up happening. I see somebody said, what do you think about Mox or Mohawk? Again, two more players that are really talented. Not sure what's going on with them. It just comes down.
Splits are hard, man.
Yeah,
like...
Nato being slept on. People are talking about Renato Saints. I know Donnie Temp, right? He's another one. Just so many people, man. So many people. Chad, I'm not going to check out that streamers is cheating shit on Reddit. I already checked it out this morning, and I was losing my shit. That's the worst Reddit page I've ever seen. Fucking, there was somebody.
Forget about it.
Biffle was fucking switching seats in a helicopter, and this guy put it in slow motion. It starts saying shit that he's cheating and shit. I was like, dude, come on, bro. Insane. You know, he put it in slow motion, Davis. This guy switching seats in a fucking helicopter. I said, come on, bro. He's spamming his fucking X button. You know what I'm saying? Will there be a TST thong in the next merch drop? What the fuck is wrong with you? Davis, you got any thongs on the way? I saw you wearing, what is it, yoga pants. What is that, like your new gimmick now?
No, you know me. I was just begging for subs one day. Dude, that shit, but the shit does make your ass pop.
Yeah,
I didn't realize it.
You look good, Davis. You look good.
You need to get a pair.
Hey, should I grab a pair like you?
A yellow pair, and then you need to like turn around and adjust the lights behind you. I think.
What is it? The lighting? Is that what it is, Davis? The lighting? Listen,
no,
Davis.
I just want the turning around part is the most.
Here's the problem with me, Davis. What does your girlfriend say when she walks in and sees you twerking in yoga pants? Does she say anything?
Yeah, she usually just spanks me.
Oh, okay, that's nice. Okay. She's very supportive. It seems
very supportive.
That's wonderful. You know, very wonderful.
What would Mitch do?
What would Mitch do? She would fucking lose fucking full. She'd be like, take that shit off. No, she would probably laugh, but I don't know if I'd ever do so. I don't have it in me. I don't have the body Davis does. You know what I'm saying, Davis? I don't know if I can rock him like you. You know. People are talking about flank merch. I think we're gonna fucking roll out some merch when season 2 starts. We got a lot of plans with season 2. Hey, there's nothing wrong with complimenting Davis on his looks. You know, I'm very comfortable in my sexuality. Davis, you're a good-looking man. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, man. Everybody in this call right now is very good looking.
Thank you very much, Davis. You know, I appreciate that. You know, is Apathy going to play GTA? App, you hopping on GTA at all?
Listen, man, I haven't played GTA since I was a PlayStation 2, you know, Vice City. It's been a long time, man. But, you know, maybe one day I might...
No way.
Vice, whatever it was called. You know, but one day I might have to dabble, Big Tom.
Yeah, you might have to, bro. We're going to get you in the server. Davis, I'm still waiting for you to join up, man. I'm probably going to hop on tonight. Get in there and fucking do what you do. You know what I'm saying? Even though I heard there's hackers in GTA now, too. They're all over the place.
Oh,
what?
Yeah, there's people ruining the servers now. They're hacking the servers. They're ruining all the scenes. They're being, you know, a bunch of fucking weirdos. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It never ends. Never ends at all. Somebody said, you still sticking to being a content creator for NYSL? Are there options out there for you? I have an announcement coming soon. I'm not sure when it is, but it should be within the next week, so you guys will know what I'm doing next. But I think I'm really excited for it, and you know, I can't wait to tell you guys what I got going on. You know, behind the scenes, a lot of stuff is in the works. Things take time. You know, things. You know, you don't just do shit like this overnight. You know, people are saying coach Zoom. I've thought about coaching a little bit, but I love streaming and making content. And Brian, I think you're gonna fall in love with it too. After you get used to the change, and you get used to it a little bit, and you start getting used to that lifestyle, you're gonna really enjoy it. Like, I really do.
People told me, like, why not be a caster, you know, be a coach, like, go do something with that. And I told them that's like plan B, C, D. Like, those are things that I think I would enjoy and like have fun in, but it's not what I really want to do. You know, I want to create content. I love creating content, and like, I fell in love with it before, and I can't wait to just keep grinding, just having fun with it. Hell
yeah, bro. You're going to have a fucking good ass time. I just got notice from Doug Sensor Martin is trying to get into the flank right now. You know what I'm saying? Well, we got to get Doug in here. I think Doug has a lot that he's got to say. You know, he's got a lot
Oh, yes.
You know what I'm saying? I see people talking about Pine Park, or somebody talking about Pine Park a little bit. Davis, I heard you got fucked up at the Pine Park party.
Yeah, that was one of the craziest nights of my life. I
Really?
can't really. Yeah.
You were fucking turned, my guy.
Yeah, so it was real bad.
I hit up Hector. I think he's gonna fucking show me some love and drop a little care package, a little Pine Park care package. I'm down for that. I was watching the Hex documentary that Deserto Mike put out, and I was fucking crying watching Mike hit the papaya. That shit had me dying, dude. That shit had me fucking dying.
It was a good video.
I haven't seen it yet. Yeah,
it was a really good video for sure. I saw that Doug was in here, and then he backed out. This guy literally just like he joined in and then he fucking left. But I'm excited to give it a go. I saw the documentary. I saw them talking about it a little bit and the different strands and the different taste and shit like that. You know me, I like my papaya. So, you know, I
He
think
said he needed the password. You gave him the password?
it says that it kicks him out every time he tries to fucking enter it, which is really weird. I'm gonna tell him to try it again and maybe I can. Oh shit!
User left your channel.
I just fucking disconnected by accident. I went to a public fucking TeamSpeak.
Maybe.
Yo, I just joined a public fucking TeamSpeak with a bunch of random people. I have no idea who was there. I have no idea. But Doug, I don't know what's going on. Dougie, I try joining up again. I'll try and drag you in. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. What about Formal? What about Formal? Formal's doing his fucking thing. Bro, I'm excited to see what Formal does with content. Formal has just been playing Valorant all day. Davis, you play Valorant at all?
I do not, but I'm looking over to my right.
Is he playing right now? Yeah, he's a grinder, bro. He's a grinder. He loves it. He fucking loves it, bro. I have no idea. People think Doug got soft banned. Did somebody soft ban him from the fucking... That's ridiculous, bro. Somebody changed the password in here, too. Ben, I think we need to make our own TeamSpeak after this. And make a new one.
Okay. I guess I'll talk about
there's too many rules in this TeamSpeak, ban. Everybody's always getting banned and shit. I don't know what the fuck's coming on. Hashtag free Doug. You know what I'm saying? But guys, if you have any more questions that you want to answer, let us know. And we'll do the best to answer it. I see somebody saying App's top 3 career moments. App, you got top 3 career moments?
Top 3 is kind of hard, but for me, top 2 are just both rings, honestly. It's a unreal feeling, especially, you know, when you work... You know those things, Tom, when you win a tournament, like after you work so hard and you become nasty and you grind your ass off with your team day in, day out and sleep, like, and you finally win, like that is so rewarding. And it's like one of the best feelings, especially when you win a ring.
Yeah, the ring is like the most important thing. I mean, for me, I never got to experience that. That was like the hardest thing for me to deal with, is trying to win a ring. So when I got injured, that was like the biggest thing for me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But, you know, I think...
I got a question for you, too.
What's up,
first of all, did y'all ever team together?
No, we've tried a couple times.
We tried multiple times, and Tom pushed me to the side. He said, no way.
Did I win?
Damn.
When was it, Brian?
Well, there was one time in IW where, you remember, Tom, when you were on FaZe, and I was going to join, and then Pierce, I think Gunless joined instead.
Is that when Big P joined?
The enemy squad was trying to break apart.
Yeah, I mean, listen, with team changes, it becomes interesting, especially with that one in IW. There's a lot of people on the list.
There are like 6 different FaZe teams.
Yeah, I know.
24 hours.
So what team or what game in COD would you have liked to team with each other? That's my question.
Dude, I would have teamed with fucking Brian in any fucking game. To be honest, same. We talked a lot. There was a lot of players that I've always tried to team with, but I could never get it done. You know what I'm saying? It was always very difficult with the fucking contracts and shit. You just can't get the team you always want. It's a lot harder. You know?
Yeah.
People are telling me to ask him about Seattle. You guys talking about App? Like, people were wondering how... Who you guys talking about? Yeah, I guess they're talking about you going to Seattle. Like a bunch of... I've seen a couple
last year? Or the year before?
So. I guess the year before. Like, kind of how did that play out? Is that what you're talking about, Gary? Shit.
Hey, wake up.
What do you like about streaming? I like everything about streaming. So somebody... Apparently, Doug's not banned in his TeamSpeak. So, Doug, I don't know why you can't get in. From Seattle to LAG, they want to know. App, like, how did that all come?
Seattle, LAG?
Yeah.
Well, obviously, Seattle year, that was probably the worst year of my career for a million reasons. I know you guys saw Damon retired. We're switching players in and out. You know, we had to bench Ian for various reasons. And after that shit show, I mean, I was looking for a team. I had like 1 or 2 offers, really. And Gorillas was just one of them. And obviously, I was able to play with my boy Adam Assault, CELY again, and with Vivid. Things kind of didn't work out on that squad, you know what I mean? But
definitely not.
Definitely not. I mean, it was a little bit better than Seattle. Seattle year was very, very bad.
Yeah, it wasn't the best year, that's for sure. Somebody asked App's opinions on the hardest SMGs to go against in his career. Who were some of the people that gave you a run for your money, Brian, that made you just kick up?
Scumper Jumper, easily top 1.
Yeah.
That guy's a freaking animal.
He was always a fucking beast. Every game, you always had to fucking compete with Setty Boy, you know?
Yeah. That's like my number 1. Like, he's on that, you know, that high pedestal. I'll say other people like John, you, Saints, who else? I guess Dylan at times.
Yeah, Tachi's a fucking animal too. Dylan's a
Attached, yeah,
fucking beast.
slacked at times. There's moments where
Dylan
you
just
know,
fucking, he's ratty. You know, he always plays
he's
corners
fucking
and shit.
ratty, dude. Yeah, I've
He's got
learned a
that
lot
gritty
from him, to
playstyle
be
for
honest.
sure.
Mm-mm.
Hey, wake up.
Somebody asked how the tourney players splits are. Like if a player wins a tournament, like what are the splits like? That depends on the contract, because everybody is different. Everybody is different. Everybody's fucking. It depends on how the contract is. Every organization is different on the splits. You know what I'm saying? And I know that was a big talk for a lot of people when negotiating their new contracts. Some of their splits are crazy. Like I know some players had like 50-50 splits.
God damn.
They win in prize money and half of their cut is going to the organization, which is fucking insane, dude. Like that's a lot. That's definitely a lot.
That's a lot for me, to be honest.
That is a lot.
And then there's some people.
I think the org should take all the money.
Oh yeah, you think the org should take everything? You think they should take every fucking dime? I mean, there's also orgs that I know that don't take anything. They don't take any money at all.
I think it's like maybe one or two, right?
Yeah, there's a couple orgs that I know that don't take any of the.
What do you think?
Money.
Is that better? Or like, you think this split is fair?
I think the 50-50 is not fair. I think the players deserve most of it. I think it's okay for an organization to take some of it, like 10-20%, but I don't know about 50%. That's a lot.
Yeah, some of the orgs I've been on, especially in the CDL, I think it's like a lot of them are like on the higher, like 30-40%. I don't know. I like how Optic has always been known. Like, I'm pretty sure Hex has mentioned before how like he doesn't really take any of the prize money. I feel like when you win tournaments or you grind hard and you work for it, like just knowing that you're getting all the prize money that you worked hard for is like, I guess, just such a good feeling. It's like it can be a little bit more motivating in a way.
Yeah, for sure. Somebody asked if FaZe took 50. No, FaZe let us keep our earnings. FaZe didn't take much from our earnings.
Oh shit.
They let us keep it. I think when I was on FaZe Clan, I don't think they took any of it. Maybe like 10%. They took 10%. 10%, wasn't it?
But
it was low. It was low.
It was
They didn't
low.
take a lot. They definitely didn't take a lot. That's for sure. FaZe was always really good with
It's
that.
the philosophy that's like, look, like the players do a lot to earn that prize money. The org does a lot to support and help the development of the players. So yeah, the org should take a little bit, but most of that money is for the players. They deserve it.
Davis, I wanted to ask you a little bit before we end the show, a little bit about some of these off-season throwback tournaments you've been doing. How have those been going? You've been enjoying doing those? You always do the throwback tournaments with some of these old CODs. I always love when you do these things.
Yeah, man. It's really hard. The thing right now is it's hard to get people to, because all COD players are so like PC oriented now. It's hard to get them to bring out the old consoles. So only doing one on the old console this year, and then we're gonna try to do a bunch of Black Ops 2 throwback like show matches. Basically just one best of 11 playing in all the maps. We did that yesterday. The host was kind of weird, so I got to figure that out. But yeah, all going towards charity. 2 years ago we raised 25K. Last year we raised 50K.
That's incredible. That's
trying to hit 60K throughout the month this year, and yeah, it's all for a good cause. But the World War II throwback is this Thursday. I've actually been working on it the whole time we've been on the flank, is trying to get teams for that. So.
Yeah.
That's the only console one, and then the rest of them are all PC.
That's dope. I think it's cool when you do these throwback tournaments because people love old CODs, man. Like, they love watching throwback tournaments. I think the biggest thing that is what you said, the host, like, figure out the ping. I heard Zinni and Seth got 6-0. They were yapping about it today.
Jesus.
You know, they didn't win a fucking map. Zinni kept talking about ping and shit and fucking connection. Apparently, Nameless was in their fucking cheeks. He started roasting Nameless for practicing for 3 weeks for the tournament. I have no idea. You know what I'm saying?
I was watching. Crowder needs some help from his team.
Oh
man.
yeah, Crowder was frying. He was doing his thing.
Chris is doing his
Apparently,
thing.
John was frying.
I heard a lot of yapping, but then we switched host to central host, and they still lost 3-1.
Ah.
So you know what I mean?
Yeah, Davis, you know how it is, Davis.
I'll figure it out.
Hey, wake up.
You know how it is for sure, Davis. People are always making excuses or fucking saying some bullshit. But I'm sure once you figure all that out, the best way to make sure everybody's pinging good to the fucking host, that's like the biggest thing. I think
User was moved to your channel.
Dougie, are you good to go, Doug?
Yeah, that was kind of weird, man. You know what it might have been? I think it was the bookmarks, because I had a different password in the bookmark, and I'm guessing since you changed the password, it was just like auto disconnecting me from TeamSpeak when I tried to join.
Maybe I didn't change the password. I think what we're gonna do is make a new TeamSpeak and just call it the Flank TeamSpeak. That way we never have these issues, and I can control everything. You know what I'm saying? Because right now I don't control this TeamSpeak. We just have like a little channel in here that we drag people in and out. But Dougie, how you doing, Dougie Fresh? It's good to have you on the flank.
It's great to be on it, Tom. It's great to live it up in the off season,
Hell yeah.
play some games, have some fun, travel a little bit, you know.
For sure. Where you been traveling to? You been traveling?
I went to Vegas 2 weeks ago. I went to Kansas a few days ago, like I want to say like 5 days ago or something like that.
Phenomenal.
Might be doing a little more traveling, you know, just having some fun until November 5th.
What were you doing in Vegas? Gambling and shit?
Living my best life, Tom.
Did you lose any money?
Lost a good amount of money.
All right, that's usually how it goes, dog. You know?
It happens, right?
How's everything going over there with the Pioneers and everything? They treating you good? Everything going well?
I honestly, like, I don't think anyone in Challengers is in a better situation than I am. I seriously think I got the best situation out of all these people in Challengers. I'm so happy. Like, I'm literally just, Tom, like, ever since MW being a subliners, you know, substitute, and then the Cold War season with the 5MS and the this and the that, it's just, bro, like, it's like, bro, it really took me 3 years to get in a good spot, man. Now I got, like, all the resources out there to go out and do that thing, you know? I can go out and do it now.
100%, bro. 100%. How's the offseason been treating you? The offseason's been a little boring, dog, in my opinion. I feel like things have been so slow, you know? Like, we haven't been running many shows. People have been very quiet. But how's it been for you? Were you trying to get on teams? Are you trying to change up your Challengers team a little bit? You're going to continue to play Challengers. How you feeling going into Vanguard? How do you like the game? Like, where's your head at?
So Pioneers gave me like full keys for the roster. So I just went out and handpicked every player that I wanted. So we did that. It's all done. Team's ready, all set to go. The only one we announced was Zinx. The other two are still reviewing their contracts, but it's a done deal. And then in terms of the offseason in general, I'm just, like I said, dude, I'm partying, I'm having fun, I'm working out like crazy, I'm eating good, I'm traveling, you know, like I'm doing my thing, Tom, and I'm really like, I feel like from 20 to 27, I love being in relationships and I learned a lot from them, but I obviously got done with I got out of a relationship like 6 weeks ago, so it's like I've done the relationships for so long and I never really experienced the single life. I never really experienced just living and thinking for myself. And that's really what I've been doing. And it's just been it's been perfect timing for me to honestly experience all this stuff, because once November 5th comes around, I'm basically married to the Pioneers and my teammates. So this is just like really good time for me to, like, you know,
focus
not
on yourself.
find myself, but just like think more for myself. You know what I mean?
You just have to focus on yourself now. You know, you only have one thing to focus on, and that's you, you know? And I think,
Tom.
I think that's going to put you in the right mindset as a competitor, you know? Like, bro, you know how it is, Doug, when you're competing, you know, sometimes your friends, your relationships, they go to shit because, you know, it's tough to balance everything. You know, you can only put so much time into everything. You know, you only have 24 hours in a day. Half of that, you're sleeping and grinding, you know, more than half of that. So it's tough, bro. It's not easy. You know, a lot of people keep asking about the most recent vid. Doug, I like the most recent video. You reacting to your ex's OnlyFans. I like that shit. You got the clicks.
Yeah, it's nice. You know what it is too, man? Like, I'm not showing any of her photos out there. Yeah, I'm just talking about my perspective. But
if anything, you're promoting it. You know,
it is. Yeah,
you know,
it is.
She's getting the promo from it. You know what I'm saying, Doug?
She's making more money than all of us, Tom.
Yeah, she's on OnlyFans.
She's killing it out there.
I guess so, doggy. You know, what are you gonna do? You know, it is what it is.
It's not my life.
What the fuck were you doing in Kansas?
That was for the Pioneers. We had to do a lot of announcements. So our team partnered up with a bunch of different sponsors, and I think the most notable one is the Major League Soccer team, the KC Sporting Club. So like, it was so sick, dude. We went out on the field. It was just me, one of the players from the team, and we were just basically on the field at night, like with all the lights on and everything. And it was just us, like me, him, and like maybe like 5 other people, and we're just like filming the announcement video. Hanging out with the guys over at the Pioneers, checking out their facility, talking about Vanguard and all that stuff. Just, you know, a little catch-up session. It was nice.
Yeah, that sounds really good. I noticed that you and App have been playing a little bit together, right? You guys are the fucking duo, dude. You guys gonna be the content duo or what? Little squad?
Well, like I plan on definitely playing Warzone still, like Pacific, I guess, when it comes out. But obviously the team is gonna be the number one priority, right? So for now, I'm just really focused on Warzone for the next month, and then the team once November 5th comes around. Everything else is just going to be second to me.
What's the weather been like in fucking New York, bro? I've been on the West Coast. You know, I haven't been home. I'm going to go back home for the holidays for sure. But what's that been like? I see you on the jet ski, bro, having the time of your life.
Dude, it's Tom. It's the best time of year,
Are you
honestly.
on the Hudson? Are you fucking riding your jet? Where are you riding your jet ski?
The Great South Bay.
The Great South Bay? Is that nice? It looks beautiful, bro.
It's amazing, Tom. I'm telling you, Tom, whenever you have time to come out to Long Island, if you want to go visit Nikki D or you want to visit Crowder or something, visiting me. You're visiting me, okay?
Yeah, bro.
I'm showing you a good time, Tom.
For sure, Doug. Remember the local land we went to when we were all chilling at your place? We all stayed at your house in the fucking hot tub and shit. That shit was fun.
Yeah, that was
really
my mom's
fun.
though. That wasn't even my spot.
Yeah, I know. That was a long time ago. That was your mom's house. That was a really
you would have
long
an
time.
amazing. I would show you a great time over here, Tom. You would have so much fun.
Bro, shit, I could tell. Fucking Vegas, Kansas, fucking you're single, you're going rogue, Doug. You're a fucking animal. You're a different beast. Listen, I'm excited for all you guys, man, to see what you guys do next. We got Hitch with the throwback tournaments. He's doing big things with content. You have Apathy, who's making a career change. You have Doug, who's with the Pioneers. He's going to be in challenges. He's got the team that he wants. I feel like you guys are all in a good position right now to make good things happen. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy for all you guys. So keep fucking grinding. Keep killing it. Before we end the show, Ben, I want you to give a prediction on the game tonight with the Yankees, because I feel like Ben, can I ask you something? Did you put money on this game? Because you look a little stressed out tonight.
No. I'm just nervous for the game, man. The Yankees have been so up and down this season. They're winning 6 games, losing 8, going on a 12-game winning streak. Both the Yankees and the Red Sox have been like super inconsistent this year. So I think the Yankees are going to squeak it out. I'm saying a 3-1. We're going to get a Garrett Cole masterclass. The bullpen will give a 1 run. Chapman will get a couple people on in the 9th, but he'll close it out. And the Yankees.
Ben, you're a Yankees fan?
Yeah.
I'm a Yankees fan too. So am I.
Oh, damn.
The tough thing.
Hell yeah, bro. I grew up watching the Yankees. That was my team.
Oh, let's go, man. I love when I see New Yorkers or people who support New York, man.
Mm-hmm. Hell
I didn't know you're a New Yorker
bro.
like that, Ben.
Okay, yeah, no,
He's from there. You're from New York.
Man.
Yeah,
Wait,
born
where are
and
you from in
raised.
New York? Where are you from?
Grew up in Manhattan and moved out to Westchester when I was 10.
Oh.
So,
I never knew that, Ben.
Yeah, Ben was a city man. He was a
City
fucking
man.
city man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I see
Listen.
Gersha throwing the Flank Twitter. Go show that some love, man. We're close to 30K, Ben, on the Flank Twitter.
yeah, we're absolutely crushing it.
That's good shit.
Now that you're back, I think we'll start doing more shows regular. Social Team's been killing it, and go follow the Twitter account if you've not done so already.
I mean, wait till the season starts. We're going to have 4 to 5 shows a week again. You
we're
know what I'm
grinding.
saying? We're going to be fucking grinding. But, Ben, I think you know what time it is. You got your putter today, Ben? You got it?
Yeah.
Oh, shit,
Oh,
ladies
shit,
and
man.
gentlemen. Ben, make sure you move your
fix my
microphone
camera.
and show everything. You know what I'm saying? Maybe turn the lights on or something. It's fucking dark in there. But, ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is. Let's get those golf emotes spammed in a fucking chat. Ben did a team, ladies and gentlemen, about to sink this putt. Let's get our predictions right now. Everybody in the team speak. Doug, Davis, Brian, what do you think he's going to do here? You think he's going to sink it or what?
I think he's sinking it.
Oh, look at him with the fucking
No, I don't think he's
sweatpants
going to
on.
sink it.
You don't
How
think
good
so,
is he,
Doug?
Tom?
Doug, you think he's going to fucking miss it, Doug?
Yeah, I do. I think he's going to miss it.
Hey, Brian, he's up and down. Some days he can't hit the fucking the side of a barn, and then some days he's good. So I have no fucking idea, but he's stepping up to the plate. He's got his sweatpants on, the shirt that's too tight, the tan lines are looking unbelievable. He's got the slippers on with no socks.
Shit.
He's gonna step up to the green. He's gonna strike, and he's gonna sink the putt, ladies and
Oh,
gentlemen.
he got it?
He's feeling good. He's feeling good right now.
He sinks the putt. That's what I'm talking about, Benny
Of course it's
boy.
in the putt, bro. We don't miss putts out
Hey,
here.
Ben, you've been killing it with the putts, bro. You've been fucking killing it.
Yeah, well, not so much on the golf course, but at least I can make them on the mat.
Well, listen, Ben. Listen, it's a pleasure to watch you grow as a golfer.
Thank you.
Every time I was at the Disney resort and shit out in Hawaii, where Porter was getting married and shit, there was the golf courses there were fucking nuts, bro. It had me thinking about you. I was like, imagine Ben. He'd be slaying these fucking golf courses right here. You know what I'm saying?
Tom, on Saturday, so I played golf on Saturday with the boy Nameless. For those that know him, I played it with one of my coworkers and with Swede. We were on a par 3.
Oh, sweet.
The pretty long par 3. It was like 170, 180. I hit a nice draw with I think it was like a 7-iron or a 6-iron. And Tom, no BS, landed like right on the edge of the cup and then hit the pin.
Damn.
I was like inches away from just like absolutely dunking it on
That
par
would have
3.
been fucking nuts. That would have been
Bro,
nuts.
it was so loud we heard it hit the pin. all the
Man,
way
when are
from
you gonna
the-
start having some vlogs and some IRL streams of you golfing?
I gotta get a good camera if I'm gonna do it.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, bro,
Yeah.
you use your cell phone. You just use the iPhone. What kind of iPhone you got? Or what do you
An
got?
iPhone 12. I'm getting an iPhone 13
Oh,
soon
you're
now.
good, Ben. You're chilling,
Yeah.
bro. The
Wait,
iPhone
can I
12
tell you guys
is
a
an
funny
insane.
story real quick?
Of
Yeah,
course,
go ahead,
Doug.
Doug.
Go ahead.
Yo, all right, so I was so like what I do, I have this like routine before I work out in the gym where basically I go to this it's this place. It's basically like a place where I could park, and it's like on the water, and it's beautiful, and I kind of like take care of my errands there, right? So I was like, you know what? Let me look into this new iPhone because I'm getting like, I'm seeing all the commercials for it and everything. So I called my local place up, and I was like, hey guys, is it worth it to get the iPhone 13? And this is like the actual place that literally sells them. The guy's like, no, not really. I was like, really? He's like, yeah, no, it's not that good. I'm like, well, I mean, like, what's the benefit of getting it? He's like, faster processor, better battery, the same old.
Yeah.
I was like,
They
so
upgrade the same things every year.
I was like, so you don't think I should get it? He's like, you have the 12 Pro? I was like, no. He's like, nah, don't waste your money.
Yeah, I mean,
Thanks,
I
man.
love my 12. I love the iPhone 12. I'm gonna be honest, but a lot of people are talking about the new iPhone. It has 120 hertz screen. The camera's better. The battery's better. It has better. You would be upgrading.
Oh, it has a 120 hertz screen. I might get it then.
That's what I heard. That's what everybody was saying.
I like mine 12, Tom. I'm on that iPhone upgrade program, and actually, for me to upgrade, I'm actually going to save money because the monthly rate goes down, and I'll get more storage. So
Nice. Look at you
something I
finessing the
trade in,
system.
But the problem is I'm not getting it till the end of the month. It's on like super back order. So
That's not good.
It is what it is.
Yeah, what are you gonna do, Ben? But maybe I'll look into it. The 120 hertz is a game changer. Apparently, that's what a lot of people are saying in the chat. But I have no idea.
Videos on that.
Hell yeah, bro!
Yeah.
Fucking, I watch the CELY on my iPhone all the time. So I would love to have a fucking 120 hertz screen. That'd be dope. Well, listen, man. I want to get before we go, I want to give you guys a chance to say some words. Davis, we'll start with you. I know you've been doing a lot of the throwbacks. You want to shout out your socials, show some love to some of your supporters watching. Listen, Davis, people love you, bro. What do you got to say to everybody watching?
Hey, I hope you guys watch the first throwback tournament, which is this Thursday.
Yeah.
All the support for goes towards the Movember charity, focusing on men's health, specifically suicide awareness this entire month. We actually have a few teams open. If anybody that happened to be in this call, played World War II competitively,
I'm thinking about it.
and if you want to grab a team, I think if there was ever a time that you two could team together, I mean, it would be a great time.
Yeah, it might be now.
So all month I'll be throwing different tournaments at TSD.live or Hitch a Ride on Twitter or on Twitch. So hope you guys tune in.
Let's get it, Davis. You're the fucking man. And then we got fucking Dougie. Dougie, anything you want to say before the show ends?
I just hope everyone's doing well. I hope everyone's happy. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah, Doug.
Oh my God, I just absolutely fried this guy.
You're playing COD right now.
This guy's playing Warzone.
This guy's playing fucking COD. This guy's fucking.
Brother,
This guy does everything.
I love COD, Tom. You know me. Come on.
He goes, I love COD. This guy's in the middle of a match. This guy's in the middle of a gunfight, answering questions.
I just hope you guys are all having a good day and you guys are all doing well and everyone's happy and healthy. Like personally for me, I've been like the best headspace I've been in years, and it feels really nice. And I just hope other people could feel that same way too.
I like that, Doug. I like that. Always having a positive mindset. That's what life's all about. Spreading love, positivity. That's what we want to do here. So I appreciate that, Doug. It's always a pleasure to have you on the show. As we start rolling out more shows in the next couple of weeks, we'd love to have you guys on, to come on, whatever. If you guys just want to kick the shit, just bullshit, we'll be a little bit more consistent with it now. So I appreciate you guys coming on. And then we have Apathy. Again, before we end it, I want to congratulate you on an amazing career. And I wish you the best of luck going into content. Anything you want to say, anything you have coming, shout out your Twitch stream, shout out your socials, do what you got to do, Brian.
I just want to say, it's been a fun career, I guess. I'm excited for the next thing, and I'm excited for this new journey. It's going to allow me to really enjoy myself a little bit more. And obviously, like you guys know, I'm a dad now, so I'll be able to spend more time with my family, my daughter, not having to grind like crazy and, I feel like when you compete, you're stressed like most of the days, you're just stressed all the time. So I'm definitely excited for this. And I want to say thank you to everyone who supported me. And I know a lot of people in here probably were supporting me, and a big thank you to everybody who did throughout my career. It means a lot to me, and I'm just ready. I'm ready to go in. You guys know that I stream at twitch.tv/apathy. I'm pretty much everywhere, Tom, YouTube, TikTok, everything. So I'm pretty sure they'll find they'll find it, but I'm going to be streaming a lot, man.
I like
I'm excited.
that, bro. I wish you the best of luck, Brian. I do appreciate you coming on the show to talk a little bit about everything. And, it's always a pleasure, man. You're a good dude, and I wish you the best of luck. You're going to fucking kill it in the content game. And if you ever want to play some games, bro, me, Seth, and Zinni, we change our fourth every fucking day, bro.
Hey.
So if you want to come through and come play, same with you, Doug. Like, Doug, you've played with us a couple times. If you guys want to fucking come play, let me know. And then, Ben, anything you want to say? Feels good to be back, huh? Doing an episode? It feels good to be doing a show. Not going to lie.
I'm excited. I hope you had a great vacation. Good time in Hawaii.
bro.
I've been plugging away here. I've been grinding. working. Excited to get back and swing a thing with the shows, man.
Oh yeah, we will, man. And listen, it's the off season, things are slow, but just wait till the season kicks up, guys. We're gonna be having a fucking blast. And as always, I'm gonna be streaming. I'm gonna hop on GTA after this show. So if you guys want to stick around in the live stream and watch me play GTA a little bit, I heard the server's been going to shit without me there. So the boss is flying back in. So I gotta see what the fuck's going on in there. You know what I'm saying? We got John in the chat saying we love Apathy. We do love Apathy. Let's get a Apathy in the fucking chat right now. But guys, as always, thank you guys for watching. We appreciate everybody who's joined up, watching the show, showing some love while we do it live. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Make sure to go follow at The Flank on Twitter. Gersh has been doing a great job over there running socials. Make sure to go to anchor.fm/The Flank to check out all the audio sites that we're on. Ben has been uploading The Flank over there. So, which, Ben, I think I'm going to take that job off of you. I
would appreciate it if you did.
I think I'm gonna take that job off you. We got a lot of people behind the scenes that make this flank happen and help with a lot of the work that goes on. So we're gonna talk to the team, and Ben, you won't have to do that all the time. But make sure to go to anchor.fm/The Flank, and make sure to follow the stream, and that's it, guys. We appreciate you guys watching. We fucking love you guys, and we'll see you guys next time on another episode of The Flank. Have a good day.
Thanks.